We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Washington Commanders. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Now this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's McLeod on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Hey, Steamer. Go ahead.
Now Cousins. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Hey, we're good.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Commanders' 37-yard line.
To throw, Cousins. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. The catch and run good for 24 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins got London on a slant. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throws right back to London, complete again. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7, Commanders 0. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Let's go
The
now.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Daniels. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. McLeod to return it. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Drake London, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's not just the offensive linemen and the guys charged with protecting him that take it personally. When the franchise quarterback is dropped on the ground, it runs through the whole organization from the owner all the way down.
It's like every single time he goes down, everyone holds their breath.
Not only do they hold their breath, but they feel the hit as well. They're just trying to think of ways for it not to happen again.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
But partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this is going to be a Commanders first down as the tackle made here at the 36. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
79 Broncos. Ready?
On 3rd down, Daniels throwing middle, and it's complete. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Let go.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
3. Trap 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That is caught. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got Ayuk once again. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Falcons first down.
Here we go.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Robinson with another carry. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Commanders 0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that up until that last.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, no, easy.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Yellow.
1st down.
Yellow. Gun. Good route here.
Here's Cousins. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Two.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And he's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Brandon Ayuk. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Moore, the man in motion.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Cousins on 1st down. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And out across midfield down to the 45.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And a Falcon 1st down.
Wide.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Got a man. That's Ayuk. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
Throwing, Cousins. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Commander is 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Go.
They begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
19. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Daniels. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Let go.
Off the play fake. Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, what was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. To throw is Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Listen to me.
First down, Falcons.
Now Cousins. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Cousins. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Atlanta.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Gun. Bring up 48. Hey, no, easy.
Now Cousins. Did he get the feed down? Yes. Touchdown. Drake London. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Commanders 15. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken. He only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Street.
Off play action. Daniels rolling to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
On the ready. Go.
Back to throw. Daniels eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Here we go. Set. 18. Pioneer. 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Rattler, 18 Rattler.
3rd and 3.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll look to throw again. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. David Onyemata able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. Well, we're used to seeing big plays from him in the passing game. That'll obviously go as a rushing touchdown, and what a rushing touchdown it was.
And you got to think to yourself that this coaching staff has looked at his playmaking ability and said to themselves, why are we just going to throw it to him? Let's double his touches and make him a big part of the run game. That big playability, it was at the forefront on that one.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Check smash. Check smash.
They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Moore, the man in motion.
Good route here. All right,
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Hey, 382, listen.
A first down throw for Cousins. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And the Falcon first down.
Hey, Steamer.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Cousins to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of them. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. The 20, down to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are on their way to a 2-0 start. Koo now for the point after. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Falcons 52, Commanders 23. Younghoe Koo, the kickoff for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 102 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. On play action, Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Cousins here to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Koo for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
59, Commanders 23. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Mustang 19.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete here to Ayuk. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing here, Cousins. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Atlanta, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.